Hi guys, it's Renee. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited. Today we're doing a swatch and review of a new palette that's come out in Australia. So this came out last week on the 27th of September. It was released. It's been out in the rest of the world for about a good 2 months now. And it is the Nikkie Tutorials Power of Makeup palette. So in Australia it is $80 at Mecca Maxima. It's not available at all Mecca Maxima stores. When I looked at my local one, it wasn't there. I had to go all the way into the city and that just wasn't happening, so I ordered it online and literally got it the next day. So it's pretty good on their part. So I have only watched 2 reviews of this, and this is the original one by Nikkie Tutorials, like her announcement of it and her swatching of it, and also from Jess Ellen Vlogs. I watched her one as well. I haven't watched anything else, so we're going to get inside. We're going to decide whether or not this is actually worth $80, because in the US it's something like 56. So let's get in it and see what happens. Alright, so basically the packaging, really cute. It's all gold and pink and black leopard, and here is the back of the box. Now you get a few things in this, it's not just the palette, which is good. So we're going to have a look at the palette first, if we can get it out. So this is the actual palette, so it's in a book, so it kind of reminds me of the book type, not the actual decoration, that they had out a few years ago with Too Faced. It was a collaboration with someone else, and I think it was called Stardust, but it was a more pale, it was still in this book kind of fashion. So yeah, so that's great. So there we go, we open up, there's a plastic sheeting which I'll take off. And this is what we've got. So these shadow here are all shadows, blush, highlighter and bronzer. So I believe the intention of this was for people with a fairer complexion, like myself. And oh, there's some fallout already on here. That's a bit annoying. Ugh. Alright, so there's okay, I've got to stop playing with it. So yeah, I believe it's pretty much for people with a fairer complexion like myself. That's what the intention was, I believe. I could be wrong. So, you know, if you are a medium to deep complexion, this particular palette may not suit. So I'm not 100% sure what the colours are like, but we're going to get in and try it out. Now, as you can see, there's actually some fallout that's happened on the palette, and there's a bit of a black streak through the blush. I don't know if you can see that. So that's from the black eyeshadow above it. So I don't know if that kind of fallout should be occurring when that palette has never been used. So we're going to swatch it. We're going to do some finger swatches, and then we're going to create a makeup look with this particular palette, which will be fun. So let's get in. Okay, so the first, we're going to do top row first. So the first colour here is called Ivy, and it's a snow white kind of. Okay, it finger swatches kind of well. You do need to go a couple of times. So the next one is Sugar Coated, which is this pink one up here. So I'll show you once of. So these are all your your highlighty colours. And your next one is Frosted Yum. So if you can see that one is Frosted Yum, that one is Sugar Coated, and this one is Ivy. So you can't really. I swatched 3 times with each of these, and the pigment is not the usual kind of quality of Too Faced. The pigments, okay, I was actually expecting a lot more, considering in Nikkie's swatches herself they were so intense. But yeah, these ones, maybe because Maybe because they're highlighters. Maybe. Okay, well, you know, open mind. Okay, so we're going to scrub those off. Okay, so next swatches we're going with is this one called Irresistible. This is the second line. Next one is called Painkiller. So it's like a matte brown. It's like more of a transition colour, which is nice to have a nice transition colour. Next one is called Makeup and Chill, which is this dark coffee colour. Okay, so this one is Irresistible. This one is Painkiller and Makeup and Chill. So this one's a bit more pigmented than Painkiller and then Irresistible. So these are all 3 finger swatches because the first one, yeah, you need more than one. Okay, so we're going the last line of shadows. We're going the bottom shadow line. So the first one is called Mystic Hour, just that. So it's more of a green. Next one is the middle one, purple, in Wham Bam. The last one is Wanted, which is this black. It's like a matte black. Okay, so that is Mystic Hour. This is Wham Bam, and this one is Wanted. So Wanted's matte. Okay, so with the shadows, what I found is that one swipe is clearly not enough. You need to go 2, 3, some of them were 4 times. I think Wanted was 4, and so was Painkiller to get it to show up. And I'm pale. Yeah, some of them are a little bit patchy as well until you got 2, 3, 4 goes. But that's with the finger swatch. They might be a little bit different with brushes because I am going to do my makeup with it. So yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do the blush. Both of these 2 blushes right here. This one is called I Will Always Love You. So let's finger swatch that. And this one is called Justify My Love. So one's a coral and one's a true like pinky shimmer. Okay. So this one you can't really see is I Will Always Love You. This one is Justify My Love, which is more of a pink. So they definitely more build worthy, I think. I don't know. And the last 2 is the bronzer and the you know, illuminator, highlighter, that thing. So we're going to finger swatch those as well. These, yeah. So this one you can barely see is the Chocolate Soleil. And that one is the Champagne Truffle Highlighter. So, yeah, they're going to take some work, I think. Alright, so we are going to do my eyeshadow look. Then we're going to have a look at the little extras that you get as well. So, first of all, I'm going to go in with some Ivy all over my lid. I do already put pre-primer on there, so we're good. Don't know if you can actually see that. As you can see, I went in about 4 times with my brush. It doesn't really pick up on the brush very well. I don't know if it's the brush or if it's the shadow, but we're going to try a different brush and we're going to go in to the crease as a transition color with Painkiller. Are you actually, I don't know if you can see these colors. So that's Painkiller in the crease. It's barely noticeable and I'm starting to think it's not the brush. We're going to go outer corner out of V with this one called Makeup and Chill, the matte chocolate color. So no matter how much I blend, there's this weird, if you can see, if you can see there, there's this weird line on both my eyes that I cannot blend out to save myself. Like, it's not blending out, guys. I don't know what it is, but there's this weird, really dark line. And this was a clean brush, mind you. So the only colour it picked up was Makeup and Chill. There either was fallout from the black in there that's mixed in, that's gone straight up in the crease and is deciding to live there forever and ever. Or it's just the nature of that particular colour. Not 100% sure which one it is, but it's a bit weird. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the middle purple one called Wham Bam. So we're going to go in with that on my lid. Just here. Okay, so that is 6 passes with my shadow brush and picking up pigment on each eye. It's not... yeah, something's not right here. Alright, we're going to go in with the inner corner in this pink one, which is sugar coated. So we're going to go inner corner with that one. We're going to go in with Chocolate Soleil on this one, for more of a contour. So, alright. So that bronzer works pretty well on my complexion. Just keep in mind, right, on this camera, for whatever reason, it brings out a really sharp line here and here, but when you actually see me in person, it's not so sharp and not so weird dark looking. I promise. I really do promise. It's not that weird looking. Right, we're going to go in with Justify My Love, which is this colour right here. So this one, as a blush. And now for the highlighter, we're going to go in with Champagne Truffle. So that is the colours using the palette. So in this you also get a few other little goodies, which we're now going to have a look at and we're going to test out. So you get this cute little bag, and inside it is all the little goodies. I feel like I can figure out how to get into it. So, alright. So in this little bag, you get a little booklet, and it gives you different looks that Nikkie's come up with, or Too Faced has come up with, whichever one. Someone's come up with them. You also get a deluxe insurance primer by Too Faced. I think this is one of their shadow insurance. I'm pretty sure this is their most popular one, which I didn't use that. I'm not very smart. I used a different shadow insurance. The next thing I'm pulling out is the Too Faced new Sketch Marker in Black. So this is actually new. This came out the same time as the Too Cute palette in Australia. So, and they come in different colours, but this one is black. So we'll use that one. The next thing we're pulling out is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. So this is actually in a limited edition colour, only with this palette, in purple, which is cool. We'll put that on. Better Than Sex is a pretty good mascara, so it's a deluxe, not a full size. And we have a little deluxe of Too Faced glitter, eyeshadow glitter thing pigment. You can see which we're not going to put that on because that would be a bit weird. Alright, what are we going to try? Alright, so we're going to put on the sketch marker for my eye stuff, my eyeliner. See how it goes. And we're going in with the Better Than Sex Purple Mascara. Okay, so that's my makeup look using the Nikkie Tutorials makeup palette. What do I think? I'm not completely sold on this palette. I am a little disappointed in it, to be perfectly honest, because I'll give you my reasoning. The colours take a lot of work with a brush to actually get a really good pigment. Now, I don't know how Nikkie does it because she uses hers in a few of her tutorials lately. I don't know how she's doing it. I don't know if she's wetting the brush or what she's doing, but you know, it's hard work to actually get the pigment up and onto the brush. When you do a finger swatch, it looks good, but when you're doing a actual application with a brush like most people would be doing, it's a really hard work. So this palette itself is disappointing. Honest, is it worth the 80 Australian dollars or the 56 USD? I'm sorry, Nikkie, but no. I really wanted to love this. I wanted this to be my favorite palette of the year. I wanted this to be my everything, but it's not. And also, I will say that they have marketed this as all new shades of everything in here that you cannot get anywhere else in any other palette. However, Wham Bam is in my peanut butter and jelly palette. Makeup and Chill, I believe, but they're very different formulas, so I don't know what's happened there, because pretty much half of these, like Wanted is a different name in, I think, my Too Cute palette or my Bonbon palette, but I'm pretty sure these two, actually I'm positive that these two appear in the Bonbon or the semi-sweet chocolate or the chocolate one. Wham Bam, same. I'm pretty sure I've seen Mystic Owl before. I Will Always Love You has just been renamed for this palette because you can just buy it under a different name as a singular at Too Faced. And Justify My Love, again, can be bought on its own just under a different name. Chocolate Soleil, I have seen this before, but it's in, I think, the Snow Bunny bronzer. It's one of those ones where it's got like the white, the pink, and I'm pretty sure the Chocolate Soleil is also in that one as well because it's for a, you know, lighter complexion. And Champagne Truffle is in the Candlelight highlighter that they sell. They sell it. It has a pink half and this half and a whitey, you know, champagne kind of colour half, and this half is in that one. So Ivy also is in my Peaches palette. The ones I haven't, I'm pretty sure Sugar Coated is in one of my other palettes for Too Faced as well. Frosted Yum and Irresistible, I think, might be the only two that I haven't seen. So yeah, I feel a bit like the fact that they've actually said these are brand new shades specifically for Nikkie when they've just rebadged them under a completely different name. It's not Nikkie's fault, not at all, and I love Too Faced, but I wish they just would have been upfront and said we've just renamed half the shadows in this particular collection and be done with it, instead of say we and colours, instead of just saying, oh, you know, they're brand new, created specifically for this palette, when they're clearly not. So, you know, do I actually have one down here? I think I've got the Peaches one. Let's have a look at the Peaches palette. Yep, there we go. White Peach is Ivy. There you go. So yeah, the fact that they actually have said, oh, that was a bit loud, that they were specific to this palette, they're not, because some of them are right there. This palette itself, no. No, sorry. It's really not worth it. So if you are looking to spend the money, I probably wouldn't. In regards to these little other packages that you get, the sketch marker, it applied really well. You know, it's a little bit, it bleeds a little bit, but it could be just my eyelids, in regards to where I have like wrinkly kind of situations in my eyelids. That could just be that case. So that just could be me and not necessarily the marker itself. The Better Than Sex mascara. This mascara is always pretty good from Too Faced, the Better Than Sex. The black one. So purple one, great. However, I wish they would have given us a full size for $80. They could have gone with a full size. Because with the deluxe, you're going to run out of that pretty damn quick, to be perfectly honest, if I use this a fair amount. And it doesn't come out too purple. On my lashes, it's more a dark purple, where I was expecting a brighter purple. But it looks good. It's not bad. So I'm completely fine with that. Shadow Insurance, you know, it's great. However, what I will say is, because they are giving you this glitter pot, I wish instead of the Shadow Insurance that they actually gave us the glitter glue, because that would have made a lot more sense than this. Because otherwise a lot of people are then gonna have to go out and spend I think it's like $36 in Australia, for the full-sized, actually maybe it's 41 for the Shadow Insurance, the glitter one specifically for that one. Otherwise, you know, you can use eyelash glue, but it's probably not preferable to the actual glitter glue that goes with it. So yeah, I feel like they could have done that instead of this particular primer, but that's just me. Other people might have a different opinion. So all in all, out of 10, this whole thing I give probably a 6.5. Is it worth it? No. If someone's going to buy it for you, probably tell them not to waste their money. I'm sorry. And I love Too Faced, but there's something wrong with these shadows. They are not as pigmented as the normal shadows are. They're, you know, they just don't apply as well as they usually do. They're not as buttery. They remind me of children's makeup, the eyeshadows, where they're quite chalky and they're not the beautiful buttery texture that they usually are for Too Faced. So they're a bit too chalky for my liking. Yeah, so that is my review for today. I'm sorry it's not more positive than it is. So I hope everyone did enjoy this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you're not already, but you'd like to be, you can hit subscribe down below and subscribe to my channel. It is Halloween, so every Saturday we have a new Halloween video. We just had the leopard one, and we're coming up this Saturday to another one. It's more comic book than anything, and a little bit more what is on trend at the moment. So I hope you all have an amazing week, and I'll see you all again Saturday.